Hello everyone, it's Julie and welcome back to my channel at Craft So Cute. And I'm going to go ahead and continue painting this because I think it's safely dried. So the next application I'm going to do is I'm going to use the nutmeg and a little of the antique parchment paper to lighten up some of the background images here, not so much the images, but just so that it has, giving it a lighter dimension so that when we start layering it with the green and the pink, and it'll pop out. Just like, let me show you, let's see, in this one, see how it has the light in here features it's got. I need to brighten this up, so I want to bring this color through. See right here underneath this, see that? See all the light aspects? I want to bring all of that light in so that it will have that patina. Okay, so for me to get that color, of course I use the nutmeg brown, and remember, a little goes a long way. That might be too much. Then again, I'll just mop it up on that piece of paper. That idea that Jacqueline Langman gave me. And I mopped up that other color on this. It's kind of wrinkly, but that's okay. I think it's because it's been wet, but I'll just spread that out, and who knows, this might end up becoming a beautiful background piece for collaging. Okay. Okay. Just stroke that on there. Yeah, I think that's it. Then again, I'm going to check on the back of this paper here, because on black, let's see, it might be just a tad bit too light. Actually, I skipped a step and I don't want to waste it. Who knows, I usually put this, what was that, burnt umber to give it a dirty, muddy look, and I didn't do that step, but I think we still can do it. I don't want to waste this paint. I'm just going to, tiny little drop right there, just to darken that up a bit, because there's a lot of white and on this paintbrush, antique parchment. Okay. Okay, I'm going to wet my brush. Okay, and just spread this around a little bit like this, like so. It's just a bit much right there. Just dab some of that away. See? Just dab some of that away. And if I want it in lighter, want some, and I just take the watered down version of it. See, and just let that run down. some over here and in here on this section. Want it darker? Come and grab some of this thicker. It's a thin brush here. Let that run off. Oh, that should stay there. I hope you guys just go ahead and go for it. Take out your paints and just go for it. Get your stencils out, get your texture paste out, and just create something and just see where it ends up. I read one of the comments in the group saying one was struggling about how, you know, she comes up with the next, how do you get creative and come up with ideas, and you know for one, it's watching other crafters craft and then getting some inspiration off of that, and then just take out your paints and just go at it. Just don't be afraid to just play around, and then, you know, over time, just like right now as you're watching my videos, I'm evolving back into being comfortable in painting again. I used to paint quite a bit, especially when, after having 3 surgeries, took out my paints and just started painting. And you know, because I didn't have the material to, the money, you know, when you're not working and you don't have the money to spend on for canvas and things like that. You know what I used? I used old pillowcases. Yep, I sure did. Old holy pillowcase, some that's got holes or stains in it, and that's what I did. I took it out, put it up against a piece of cardboard, and then just started slathering paint on there, and ended up with a beautiful abstract piece of artwork. And then what I did was, after that, I sealed it, and it's been so long I don't remember what I used as a sealer. Cut it in pieces and then made a pillow cover out of it. Yep. So how about that? So I got my lighting on. I need some up here. See how that flower just popped out? And let's get some up in here where these gears are. Just running that off with some water. Letting it run down and following the cracks and grooves and crevices. See? just letting it run off, creating a little puddle here and letting that paint just run down the little grooves instead of using a brush stroke. And if I think it's too white, I just go in there and dab it just like that. There you go. Just like that. I'm going to go and run over after I do this, trying to get a lot of the painting done. I'm going to drive over to my daughter's house. Victoria she's been crying for me, so I'm going to go and visit my baby, the grandbaby. Has taken a late nap, and it's about 7:55 p.m. right now, Georgia time. I'm going to pull up some of this. I'm going to show you. I'm going to drip it right in here. Place it here. Allow it to drip. Oh, I need a little more water. See? Just kind of move it around. And let it go. So now, see how that flower petals are standing out? So I'm going to do that over here. And just let the pool of paint, and then just take that and dab it off. I need this petal up there to stand out a little bit more, so I'm going to dab that off. See how that petal is highlighted? So I'm going to come over and move over to this and make sure that stem up in here stands out. Yep. So I hope you guys are crafting, and if not, I hope that you just go ahead and break your stuff out and go for it. Just go for it. You can do it. Just go for it. Let's get some down in here. Hope I'm not making you guys dizzy. So if I'm turning it like in that, you know, I gotta get some like right in there. Let's puddle this out. Where did I see that? Well, I think this light if we can see it better. Turn that light off. Can we see it? So look at that. See those little rises? Alright. I think I've got enough of that color. So I'm gonna mop this up. I'll set this up here. Oh, goodness. Oh, that brush is pretty wet. Okay. Just gonna scrape up whatever's on here. I guess there wasn't a whole lot. Was there? Nope. That doesn't make sense. There's not a whole lot to. Alright. Let's set that aside. Get this brush back in here and clean this off. Now I'm going to go in for some. I'm just going to get in some. That muddy nutmeg. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Let me get my. Oh, I am feeling much better. Okay. Yeah. I don't think I have to wait for this to dry to get that burnt. Where is it? No, that's not it. Yep, burnt umber. Apple barrel. Just want to put a little dirt and grime in there. And I think I'm going to dry brush this on. I can get most of the... It'll be kind of semi... dry brushed. Let me get a napkin. Squeeze out that water. There we go. See? Just making it a little dirty. And I'm bringing some dirt in here. If there's a little too much in that area, you can use the water to thin it out and spread it and then dab it off just like that. Let's see. Okay. That's why I just start off with a little. Remember, a little goes a long way. Just thin that out a little bit. Oh, too much. Too much thinning. Okay, I think we've accomplished it looking a bit dirty. Giving that grunge. Okay. I think so. Some brown on these flowers. Yep, that's dirty enough. And now bring this down. Mopping it up and putting on these cogs and gears. Okay. Hopefully I didn't get anything on that side. Nope, I didn't get anything on that side. Okay. So now I'm going to pause this and dry it up. Okay, I'm back and I dried it off, but I turned on my ceiling fan again, just so it'll help dry up these layers of paint. I think it's safe to put the next layer down, which I'm going for the Barnyard Red. Oh, here it is. And I will do a water brushing of this for sure. Do I want to use a small one or the big one? And when I say big one, I'm thinking something like this. Maybe not. I'll just stick to my good old faithful one right here. focus on the flowers and spread some of this around here. Between the grooves, so I'm blotting that out. Okay. This poor little brush is being speed up, so I'm just gonna apply it to these leaves just like this, to the petals. Just thicken that up a bit. I'm giving it a sort of a water brush stroke. Spreading that out. To take up a little more deep color. Hang on a second. It's a bit too wet. So give it a water brush stroke. See that petal? The petals? Just stroking it out like a watercolor. See what I did? I ran off right here. No worries, just dab it off, just like that. Okay. Looks like a beautiful watercolor, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. Okay. And who knew? Right? Acrylic paints. I'm stroking this off just like a let's see. Tap that off. I'm going to stroke it again. Look, see the petals? If you imagine how the petals are, and in the center is usually where you have all the pollen with their little, okay. So while this is dry down here, I'm going to come off, bring a little more of the See that? Layering it, you guys, just layering it. This bottom is there you go, it's the bottom flower. Come down back here and just kind of come in and trying to create the movement of the flower petal in the direction we want it to go, like a little regular flower. Then I'm coming up here to this one here. I'm just going to give it a quick coloring. Give it a little water wash, and then I'm going to dab it out just like that. Okay, dabbed it out because I'm creating this, doing like an ombre effect. You know how the petals are darker at the edge? See? Okay. While this is really wet, I'm going to come back here and see where I want to apply some more of this pink. I'm going to apply it up in here. Pick up a little more heavy color. Heavy color up here. While this flower is drying, I'm adding a little more of that pink patina. While this looks like a lot of pink, you know that it's just, all of that's not going to be there, right? It's just going to be subtle hints of it. I think that's pretty good. Now I'm going to come back to this flower up here with this water and brush it out like a watercolor. I think I need a tiny bit of water here. Okay. The flower's coming this way, so I'm brushing it like this in a outward curvature motion. There's not enough paint on there. Big for this flower. Nope. I guess it's working. Brush that out. Oh, that's too much. Real brush. Dab that out. Take up a little more of this paint. Ooh, let me just try help it dry it up a little bit more. The reason why I did that is because this is pretty watered down and I don't want to put in any more paint on it. I think that's enough right here to give me what I want. There we go. Okay. So now I'll set this aside over here. Bring this out. I want to use this. Get some of this in here. That's not enough. I just need a tad bit, like stealing it from the. There we go. And I gotta hurry up and do this. So this, oh yeah, okay, get back in there. I don't need that much. There we go. I just come here, keys. Alright, did I get it all? Yeah, I think so. Alright. Alright. Where are we at? Hang on, I'm going to pause real quick and get myself a little more organized. Okay. Get these guys in here, and next is going to be the green. Wet wipe. Okay. Kind of seems a little OCD cleaning up and mopping up after each color before. Trust me, my palettes, I'll show you real quick. That was me once upon a time, right there. And my thing, I'm hoping this can come clean. Thinking it will if I use like a scrubber. I was lazy and not didn't clean it off. It was a couple of years ago. Okay. Alrighty, so I think I'm gonna go in with, let's see, metallics are last. I got that, I used those. And now I'm going to use this. And I will water brush this too. Side and bring this in. Okay. Taking it on my stem. See how that it just spreads it out. And because this is a raised feature, see how that, can you see that with this lighting? Look at, just in one stroke I covered of the stems and the leaves. I'm just brushing this, making sure I try not to lose any of this oxidation color, the blue. I think I may have overdone it, so what I'm going to do is try and see if I can lift some of that up, and it is working. Because if you see that now, the difference in the green, I don't want to lose all that hard work of oxidation, but you do, the stem is green. See that? Let me try something real quick. There. Yeah, so it's, you can see the green and the turquoise, and then it's a little too wet. Just bring some more of this. This might be too fat of a brush, but let me see. And I'm going to run it again on top, just scraping, barely scraping the top and deepening the green color. Now remember, this is going to be covered in copper, but in these areas I'm not going to be too heavy because I want this pink and the green, the flower, to pop and have its be the predominant feature. Okay, so, but it is going to be metallicized, but it's just not going to be heavily metallicized. But this color has to stay present. Okay, now take some of this green, water it out. Okay, and come in and just bring some of it around here, just like so. Just giving it some added color and dimension here. See this? Just go for it, people. Just do it. Just do it. You know it's going to come out really well. Because remember, I'm going to take that black sponge, I'm going to run the copper over it. Look at that. Let's see if I turn this light out, if it'll catch it. Maybe not that light. How about this light? There we go. See how the green is spread out everywhere? It's not covering it, just brushing it over. Okay. I'm going to try something right here. I'm going to keep this here. I'm going to turn on this autofocus. Oh my gosh, why haven't I been doing this all along? Oh, well, I know why. The reason why is because if I leave it like this, it keeps autofocusing all over here, and it just makes me feel like there's some motion sickness happening. See? Slowly moving it around so you can see the whole texture, the coloring, how the green on the rest of the page takes on a whole new different fade, grunge, oxidation look. On autofocus. There we go. See the little cracks and crevices? Look where the upper stem is right here. It's got that corrosion look. Look around the whole page. You'll pick up bits of corrosion, and that's because I spread out the paint, the paste. Let's see. Ooh, it's hard to hold. Let's see if I can capture that. Look in the nooks and crannies. Look at where we made where it looks like there's corrosion in the cogs. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Placing this down really slowly, and I'm going to turn off autofocus. Yeah. Alright, so I'm 47 minutes in, and I think I'm good right here, and I think I've used all the colors I wanted to use. I think I got this color everywhere I wanted it. Okay. Set this aside real quick. Now I'm going to apply the copper. Okay. Next step is copper. See if I can mop up some of this. Okay, I think we're doing pretty good here. And you know, if you think you put too much down, just take your little wet wipe and daub it off and reapply, and daub it off and reapply, or dab it off. Daub. What am I saying? Okay. Oop, this one needs it. I'm going to go in there like that. I think I got most of it off. Okay. It goes in there. Now we're going to I'm going to dry it off a little bit. And then we're going to apply the copper. Okay. Hold on a second. I'll be right back. Okay, we're going to now start with the copper. Here we go. Moment of truth. It's always a moment of truth, right? When we're creating something, when our idea just totally comes together, right? Copper, and that might be a little too much, but that's okay. I'll use that to daub the cogs and gears and stuff. Okay, here we go, and this is not going to be this won't be wet at all unless I feel like I need to. Okay, here we go. Just brush this on. Remember, when we're applying this copper, we're not just blopping it on, we're brushing it in strokes, okay? Because you see how that flower ahead and it's taking on the copper, but it's not canceling out the pink. See the flowers? Okay. I'll focus again. There we go. Alright, let's continue on. So this does not dry up. Okay, let's spread that out in layers. Come back to it. Okay. Now, just go ahead and turn this around. This brush stroke. Oh, this page has got to go underneath. Okay. Brushing this. Remember, if you think you got like too much in between, just dab it off and then continue on. Okay. See that? Okay. Guess I'm getting spoiled by the autofocus, huh? Let's zoom you in for this though. Let's see if that and autofocus will work. Let's see if that autofocus is going to work when I zoom you in like this. Nope. Okay. There we go. I'm going to start brushing it over the leaves and stems. Come on, eat. Okay, look, it's metallicized, but it's not making that green go away. And if you think it's applied too much on the green, you just wipe it away like this. Okay. Let's get these gears and cogs. My granddaughter should be up now. I'm gonna have to go over there and go see her so she's not crying for her nans. Remember, I've had her. I was watching her until her older sister finished with school, and her sister has had her. But she's used to having me around. Now remember, I'm trying to get these cogs painted. I should have found my other tiny little baby sponges, but this might work still. There we go. the honeycomb. You can see that honeycomb because of the colors layered underneath it. I don't know if that's a mosquito flying around me. Hey, something else just to distract me, right? Freak me out while I'm trying to paint. Get that honeycomb italicized. These numbers. This green leaf. Okay. So once this layer is done, where I like the metallics, even on the flowers, see, it's has not lost the pink, and this is, I wanted it, excuse me, italicized. But not completely covered. The flower petals. See the flower petals? I'll move it slowly. Come on, focus, focus. See? And you can see the stems. And now, I think I'm doing pretty good with this. Yeah, I don't think I want to do anything more. I want to keep this, that color. I want to keep these in that patina. What I'm trying to do is grab onto this M, this letter here. Trying to capture all the numbers to get metallicized. Just like that, in layers. There we go. And I'm liking that. This board, almost done here. Let's get this cog up here in this corner. All right. See that? Autofocus work. When I want you to work, it doesn't work. There we go. Come on. Give me one more good one, please. Okay. And autofocus. And the zoom. Okay, and that's where I want it. Okay, and the reason why I want it left there, once this is fully dried, I'm going to add the waxes. I'm going to use the rose gold wax and some antique gold wax, but I can't do that until I do the third video, which is going to be the finishing touches, I guess, video. Alright, well, thank you so much for staying with me this whole time. And if you like this contents of my videos, please like and subscribe. And I will talk to you later. Peace out and happy crafting. Bye.